Hey everybody, today is March 10th, 2020. Welcome to Game Ranks Live, that thing we do every Tuesday, 4 p.m. East Coast time. I like calling it that thing we do. Oh god, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Now we're all infected.
That's it. Now we're a very topical news show. Sorry everybody, yes, 4 p.m. East Coast time. Every week we talk about the latest games we've been playing, the latest games that are releasing, stuff we're doing, gaming news. We got a lot of topics to talk about today, I am sure. We talked to some of you guys in the chat, and we generally have a good time, so let's just jump right into it. I'm Jake Baldino. I'm joined as always by Andrew Gebbia here on the couch.
Hello, hi.
How are you? Good to see you.
Good.
You're sick now.
Okay.
Hey Tom, how you doing?
Good.
How's it going on over there?
I couldn't get the windows to resize, so I'm using both a laptop and the streaming PC. It's
Whose fault is that? Streamlabs? Or whatever we use?
Chrome.
Chrome?
Is the problem.
Oh, okay. Big shout out to Chrome. This episode's brought to you by Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Pretty good. Do you know that Neo reviews dropped today?
Oh, cool.
In like 3 hours?
Nice to know. Didn't get a review copy
Yeah,
of
I
that.
didn't even know that.
Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's a thing. I guess I should send some emails.
Yeah.
How do you think Neo 2 is going to do?
I don't know, like 85s on Metacritic.
I like the story hook of the first one.
Yeah.
And the fact that now it's like a character created thing. I don't know. I like being that like weird shitty asshole. Like he's like that weird like not Geralt.
You get to make a
still
dude
be
in
a
this one,
shitty
right?
asshole.
Yeah, you could just make like another not Geralt, because that's basically what he was. But it was like it had little bits of little ties to like real history, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Neo 2.
This one they're
that's
kinda
neither
going-
Neo nor there.
In this one, when you take out the big demon men, you get like their powers. So they're like going all in on making this like ridiculous, which I like.
Crazy
Because that
demon
wasn't in the
powers.
first one, right?
Yeah, there was yokai stuff.
But you got their abilities after you beat them, or was it just weapons?
Why can't I remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Andrew, that's the
You beat
biggest
it, too.
water bottle. Like I'm looking at
This is
it
a
in the window.
big-ass water
in the
bottle.
preview
Can I
window.
actually have
It's
that?
And
so big.
it's got a girl. It's got like a little braid. What is that?
I don't know. Sam tied that on there, and I just keep it on there. It's also got Boba Fett, but no one mentions that.
Yeah, Boba Fett's cool.
It's Boba Fett green.
My favorite part is when he died. It's just as you fling water in your face. So, hi everybody in the chat. Let's just jump in. We got a lot of people. We got Branson News, Branson Lewis saying Half-Life Alyx news. Honestly, we had gameplay last week we talked about. IGN put out more impressions today. I'd highly recommend those because it made me more excited for the game. I read them this morning over a cup of coffee.
Did you move your window?
Yeah, I did it last week because we had hype on the show.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
completely forgot about that. Thank
I'm
you.
usually able to hide my stuff behind you. I realized I put my water down. I was like, wait, it's unshot. Nope. Just leave it, Tom. Don't worry about it.
Eric Boggs does ask if we got to try Warzone and Plunder for Call of Duty.
None of us did.
No, we are doing probably a before you buy. I'm going to start jumping in and playing that tomorrow. I'm downloading it right now as we speak.
Oh, look at you.
So I'm going to do a little console, a little PC. Probably get my ass kicked on PC.
Would you like me to install it at home?
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
All right, so what games do we got to talk about? What have you boys been playing? Huh?
Well, you played something, right?
Oh, me first?
Yeah. Talk about the big thing.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps is what I've been playing. The Before You Buy should actually drop later today. We got a review copy from Microsoft. What?
You recorded it literally right before this.
Yes. And my overall impressions are very, very good. It's great. I love it. It's just a very highly refined Metroidvania, platformery focused game. It makes up for the deficiencies in combat that the original game had, whereas now it goes for much more of like a slashy, slammy, bashy type combat. It's pretty satisfying.
What's up with this owl?
Slammy bashy.
The owl's like...
Does the owl sleep face first?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this in the chat. Apparently some owls sleep face down.
Like they look dead?
Like they just put their face on the ground and they go to sleep. That's neither here nor there. The owl is kind of like the story focus. You're raising this owl, and the way it starts off without spoiling things is like you get separated, and you have to find the owl, and then it gets way more complicated than that. There are sequences where you get to be with the owl and like hoot around, fly around, so to speak. But it does have a lot of the stuff that people liked from the original game. It has like those intense chase sequences. The checkpointing system is different. It's more traditional now. It's more forgiving, but the game overall is still incredibly challenging. So don't feel like you're losing anything on that. I think it looks pretty incredible. Apparently there were some issues. There's like a day one patch with the Xbox version.
Yeah, apparently the Xbox version is not running too hot. I know Polygon's review is like delayed until the patch hits.
I made a note to point that out, but on PC, I had no issues, although it's more demanding than I expected. But otherwise, I really, really, really like it. I think it's got a little bit of everything, but I think my favorite aspect of it is the platforming. The platforming is so good. I was also late to the party with the original game, but the platforming is so like, you keep learning new abilities and stuff, and then once you have like the main core movement abilities, there's so many things you can do, and the combination of like you jump, then you swing, then you jump and you double jump, and then you like launch off of another thing, and then you backflip off of that and cling to the wall and jump backwards. Like when you get like a smooth, perfect execution of like pulling off all these moves like a freaking like a gymnast, it is so satisfying. It's my favorite aspect of the game by far. That and the visuals, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks very pretty. I like can't stop. I can't look away from
Yeah,
the
I was
footage
watching you
that's
play it
running
the other
right now.
day.
Yeah.
I mean, just as an example, like early in the game, you see so much. The map keeps growing, and you still manage to like be in a sequence and then just go a couple of not screens, because it's not like separated by screens, but like if you were thinking of an older game, you go a couple screens to the right and it looks drastically different. So like you don't really find yourself like walking through areas that all kind of look the same for the most part.
That's cool. That's right there.
But it's just impressive.
Does it have a lot of backtracking, like in terms of
Yes.
like? Yeah. Okay.
So there's backtracking because you can come across little side quests where a lot of times it's just like you need to kill an enemy and get a thing from it, or stuff like that, or go find someone. But even when you're not doing that, there's a lot of good backtracking incentive because the game keeps giving you so many new tools, so many new abilities, so many new power-ups that it's really satisfying every time you do go back, because that game is feeding you so much so often that every time you go back, you feel like badass. I think I say it in the Before You Buy, like you feel like you were like an adult, like you feel like you were a kid and then you come back as an adult, basically.
Yeah.
Like in terms of just how much new shit you're capable of, both your player skill and just like what the game gives you. And I think that makes this game, for me, have like so far have some pretty rock solid progression, like straight up. You guys know I freaking
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know you're a
love
big fan of these
progression.
type of things.
Yeah, I'm hyped to hear more about it in the Before You Buy when that goes live.
Yeah. Is that it for Ori, you think?
Yeah, especially
so-
because we only have that trailer.
Before You Buy coming up.
Yes, dropping later
today-
tonight. Highly recommend it. I will say because it's PC and Xbox, so more people can get their hands on it. I wonder if they're going to put this one on Switch eventually as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
probably
first
in
one
like
is
a
on
year or
Switch.
so.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. A great game for stuff like that. Honestly, like it scratched the same itch like when I was really hooked on Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch. This has a similar thing.
Cool.
Yeah, highly recommend. Let's catch up with the super chat real quick. So we got J-Dog Skits. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate that. As well as Samuel Pascal. He says, welcome back. Thank you very much. Yeah, look forward. Definitely buckle up. Thank you for the other super chat as well with the stickers. Really appreciate that.
The stickers are cool.
The stickers are kind of cool, yeah. All right. Also, Dr. Ziegler says, what are you guys' thoughts on the Final Fantasy VII remake?
Did any of you play the demo?
I like dabbled with it. I wouldn't like say I played it. I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like, how controlled the combat felt like. Looks nice. Controls nice. I'm excited to
it?
play it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't played the demo, but I've played that sequence at E3 and other things like that.
Oh, it was the same demo that we played?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
early on in the game, and I'm so excited for the
those
game.
guard dogs are terrifying.
Yes,
I hate them.
spooky.
Yeah.
Yes,
I want them all to go away.
be careful. All right, let's see.
Play
Catch up.
anything? Oh, more super chat.
No, I'm just looking at other people in the chat.
Well, did you play anything else?
PlayStation King 101 says, is Norman going to be on? He's not going to be on the show.
We'll be talking about
but we
him.
do have some news that we'll talk about in the second half of the show because it's like an hour-long thing. I imagine he was a guest. What would he do?
What's up, everyone? We got Norman Rito here.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Norman. That's my Norman Reedus impression. Kultuno DK, thank you for the super chat and that cool-ass super sticker as well. Thank you for that. We talking about other games? What are we talking about?
Andrew, people have been asking in the chat about Black Mesa
Oh,
earlier.
boy.
Do you want to talk about Black Mesa?
Good thing I've played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have been playing this. Probably spent the whole weekend playing it. I think I'm about 8 hours in.
What is this
6
for
or 8
people,
hours in.
for people that don't know?
So Black Mesa is a reimagining of the first Half-Life. It was developed by Crowbar Collective. It's been in early access.
Good ass name.
For a few years now, but it just hit 1.0 last week, so it's now in its first finished, state. And it's awesome. I'm having a blast with it. So if you're excited for Alex, or you've just never played a Half-Life game and you kind of want to see what the deal is, this is the way to jump in. The OG one was, 98, I think?
That sounds right.
I think it was 98, yeah.
98. I know for some people that's a little too far back to go in terms of, just how games look and control. So this would be the next best way to play the game. What's great about it is it feels like Half-Life still. So it's a reimagining, but they stuck true to the game's roots and what it is and what made Half-Life so great, because it still just straight up feels like a Half-Life game. It also feels like I'm playing a game from the past in the way it controls and the way like the gunplay. There's no ADS unless you're using the Magnum, and enemies don't kind of rank and file the way they do in modern shooters. Here they're just kind of
running around in a place
and
you shoot them.
Yeah, like a bit of everywhere.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. There are some really funny Easter eggs. They also did cool stuff with what's the Alex's father? What's his name from Half-Life 2?
I wanted to say Lance Vance, but I know that's a character from
That's Vice City.
Dr. Eli Vance.
from
Okay.
GTA.
So Eli and then the other dude
Yeah.
with the glasses.
Oh,
and the,
well, I talk like this. That
yeah.
guy.
So both of them are character models from the original Half-Life game, and it was weird to see them jump into Half-Life 2,
Because they look more right.
because it was oh, who are they? But in this one, there's they put a thing in the game that's look, it is those two dudes from Half-Life 2. You knew them beforehand. Here you are talking to them. And then the rest of the security guard and scientist character models have been updated, so they're a little bit more varied, and they're not all the same. Remember how they all look like Einstein?
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's just a it's just a modern reimagining of the first Half-Life, and I'm having a blast with it. I honestly can't wait for the show to end so I can go home, eat dinner, and jump back into it.
Yeah, you're not in the monster world yet, Zen, right? No.
I'm not in Zen yet. I'm running around. I just fought the helicopter. I'm running around
okay.
outside.
Cool.
I got through all of the toxic sewer bits and stuff. I did the on rails part.
You're not super familiar with the old one isn't as fresh in your mind, is it?
No,
about-
I haven't played Half-Life in a very long time.
Can you answer any questions about sound design? Do you know if they kept the sounds? I feel like the sounds are very memorable for me.
Like I said, overall feeling, it feels like Half-Life. Probably the biggest change to sound design was the music. The music was redone and definitely made modern as well, but it slaps real hard.
Oh,
All
right.
But no, you still have your suit talking to you. When
Right. HEV, that whole.
oh, toxic substance, detected.
And there are sucky boys and all that.
Sucky Boys is still there.
Piggy Boys.
They have the same sounds,
Crab Boys.
that weird little screech that they do.
Yeah.
The Pig Boys that do that sonic blast, they all sound the same.
Yeah.
Like I said, it feels like I'm playing Half-Life.
Okay.
And I think that's what's most important about this game is that it feels like I'm playing Half-Life. You know, they did a really good job. It's $20. It's worth checking out, especially if you've never experienced Half-Life before. This is one of those games I think everybody should experience at least one time if they can.
Also, because the first game is so different than the second game, insanely different.
It's also I forgot how great the level design is.
Interesting.
You were saying it feels like a PC-ass PC game.
Yeah, but there are parts where it's shit, I don't know where to go, and there's not crazy, environmental cues, to lead you on. Like Uncharted 4, where, all right, that's yellow, I should go there, you know, or, any Uncharted games like that. This doesn't really have any of that. So there were times where I was running around like I legit don't remember where I'm supposed to go now. And then after a few, times, I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. Like,
Yeah.
But it's not an easy game, in terms of like wandering around. The combat, sure, yeah, it's not insanely hard, but the rest of the game is more difficult than I remember it being. But yeah, no, it's great, and I highly recommend it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. I have it downloaded. I just haven't gotten the chance to actually play it yet.
I had only touched it back when it first went.
Yeah,
as,
like 2014,
early
2015.
access, and I was like, this will be cool. This seems fine now. But I'm really excited to jump back in as like a real, genuine, new experience. I'm excited for people too who just haven't been able to.
Yeah,
touch
you're
the
gonna
original ever.
you're gonna love it.
Any other games you've played?
Well, real quick, I finally beat Sekiro. I went back and I revisited that. And I beat it,
Okay.
and it's great.
He did it.
I've also been playing a lot of The Division 2.
Okay.
I have not been playing Warlords of New York or whatever it's calling. I'm not up to that yet. I'm kind of just catching up on everything that I missed out on, like all the free episodes and Ken Lee College and stuff. And,
Yeah.
the New World tier. So I'm going to do all of that before I actually jump into Warlords of New York.
How are you liking
it? Me hopes that I get Division 2'd out, so I just
You
get it
don't
out of
wanna
my
pay
system.
for
I
it.
don't have to pay for it. But as of right now, I'm probably going to pay for it because I'm actually, like, having a blast.
I know there were some issues with Warlords of New York, like when it first launched. I think they ironed all that out by now.
I think they are. Yeah, I know they're ironing most of it out. But, yeah, man, Division 2 is a good game. It just...
I like it.
wasn't set up for success originally. Their end game content was kind of whack, but I'm glad they're fixing it.
Yeah, it's my type of thing because I don't really vibe with these games as a service type games.
Yeah.
But there's enough content for me as a player.
There's a lot.
There's a
You know,
lot.
like I'm like
Yeah.
lost half the time.
Yeah,
Like I
there's
don't
a
know
lot
what
of
to
shit.
do, and like it's overwhelming. And
Especially after the year, because like they didn't add as much as people thought they were going to add, but they
Yeah.
still added enough that when you get into it, you're like, oh crap, there's a lot of shit here.
like there's a lot, and I feel like this might be biased because I've just been playing Destiny as it's progressed, but I feel like Destiny does a better job at like laying out what to do. I feel like Division isn't as
Yeah,
good
all of
with that, and there's a lot of like mechanics and systems in there that aren't very easy to like grasp. Even
the thing
after
about
they
Destiny is
reworked it.
Destiny's way better at like surfacing the carrots on the sticks to like keep you going.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're
I
both
don't-
really fun. It's just like that. Like they've had years longer than the Division
like,
2
honestly,
to get those right.
I really like what they did with the Division 2, but like I can still point out things that I wish they did. So I'm hoping that they do make another one. And it makes me sad that the expansion is in New York because that means that the Division 3 will probably not be in New York. And I literally just want to go back to New York again because I still say it. I think it's one of the best recreations of New York ever made in a video game.
Yeah.
And I will actually say, I mean, not like a lot of games have done Washington, D.C., but as someone who has, recently and frequently been there,
They did a good
it's
job,
also
right?
like the best video game representation of Washington, D.C. I love the way they build worlds, so I'm excited for what they do next, man.
I'm having fun. Oh, that's my man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
It's
forgot
still
you
what he
guys.
looks like, except now he has a gas mask.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, there's not a lot of like visual stuff.
No.
My guy has looked the same for a very long time.
Yeah, a lot of the cool cosmetics are in the store, but you can drop them outside of the store like unpaid.
I'm allowing this comment because it's a really bad one. It's a really bad hot take about PC gaming.
Is it the what?
Get
is
him,
it-
guys.
Which one? Because there are two of them.
A lot of people are talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 in our chat. I don't know what they're saying. A lot of people are saying, is there nothing new?
No, I think it's just that
I don't
logo
know.
still.
Swift X Miles, thank you for the super chat, by the way.
we're not.
Appreciate that, dude.
If there is GTA 6 news, we're not talking about it today. So.
Because it's probably just something small again.
Yeah.
J-Dog Skits, thank you again for the super chat. He says, do companies forget you when they send review copies? It's like 50-50, but it's not like we're like blacklisted or hated or anything.
Nah.
Like our opinions aren't too like edgy where companies don't want to send us shit. It's just like I'm not good. Like I can't sit and email people all day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like we're not like we're all
We're a
like
small team,
making
yeah.
content all day.
This is it.
Yeah, so when people do not send us review copies, it's never like we're mad or
It's
there's
like
like an
us-
agenda behind
It's
it.
like me seeing that press people got Animal Crossing and be like, oh fuck, I forgot to email the Nintendo person.
Except for Sony. Sony's the only one who just legit doesn't answer us.
Yeah.
But
Once again, not that we did anything or like
No,
are
not that we
weird.
did
It's
anything.
just like there was never a relationship.
yeah, we talk about both. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about Warzone. If you are coming into this now, I mentioned it earlier, but we're probably going to make a video about the Call of Duty
I
stuff.
figured you were doing a video, and then you'd also talk about it on the Friday show, so.
Yeah, because that was like a surprise. It leaked, and then
It was just there.
it was there. Yeah, so that's no actual opinions yet. But hello, hi Rebecca, good to see you. A lot of people, yeah, okay. Shattered09 is telling everyone to spam GTA 6 in the chat. I'm gonna get rid of you because that's annoying. So let's. Any other games that we've been playing?
I played no video games.
Oh.
Damn, Tom.
I've been moving.
That's
True.
true.
It's like, the one video game.
Unacceptable.
You want to talk about Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain?
Yeah,
We can talk about that.
actually.
That's the only video game I've played. It's still really good.
All right, then should we move into news?
Yeah, we can do that.
First thing, Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC, baby. Officially announced from the Sony horse's mouth. Is that the right proper use of that phrase?
Yes. Directly from the horse's mouth, yes.
Yes. That is a big thing. Of course, this follows up. This was rumored a while back.
Which we knew it was going to happen because like they proved that the engine could work because it's the same engine as Death Stranding.
Yes.
And Death Stranding got announced, what, like 2 months ago?
Yes. Although Death Stranding, like, technically is a different deal,
Yeah.
it still exactly shows that.
The Decima engine works.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a lot of people assumed it. Let me see if I can get the official quote.
It's also, my theory is they're putting this back out there to put Horizon back into the mindset, so when they announce Horizon 2 as a launch window PS5 game, like how they had Infamous as what was supposed to be the launch game for PS4.
So PlayStation has confirmed that it is coming to PC this summer.
I'll play it again.
This is through Herman Hulst, who is now like head of PlayStation, who was the head Guerrilla Games guy.
Is he the new Andrew House, basically?
Is that the job position? Off the
I
top
don't
of my
know.
head, I don't want to screw that up. But his quote is, I think it's important that we stay open to new ideas of how to introduce more people to PlayStation and show people maybe what they've been missing out on. And to maybe put a few minds at ease, releasing one first-party AAA title to PC doesn't necessarily mean that every game will now come to PC. So that's something important to note. It doesn't just mean that things are open wide like how Xbox and PC is.
Yeah, which I never expected a company like Sony to be
I didn't
doing
expect
that.
this from them.
No.
So this is a surprise. We don't have any plans for day-and-date PC releases, and we remain 100% committed to dedicated hardware, meaning they are 100% committed, of course, to the PlayStation brand. This is them throwing out little lures to get people into the PlayStation ecosystem. Interesting little like armchair analysis from me. If I were in that position, I would have done God of War. God of War, I think, has way more buzz, and that was just a game that everybody was freaking out about so much that I would have put that out and been like, hey, you want a taste? Check out God of War on PC. You got all that and more if you come over to PlayStation.
They might want to
Adam's-
save the big one on console.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
From Adamus, the new Andrew House is Jim Ryan. I forgot that. Yes, that's right, because they brought the guy who said, why would people want to play these old games? to
Oh,
be in
yeah,
charge
Jim
of
Ryan and all his
PlayStation?"
amazing quotes. Thank you for that.
But I see this as a win. It's other people who may not have been able to play this awesome game now get to play it. It's also like 3 years later, so I don't think there's any reason really at all to be upset about it. And it's still console exclusive, and I think that's
It's not like it's coming to Xbox.
important to remember that when they say exclusive like that, I always think more in terms of like consoles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like PC is
It's
still
kind of its own animal.
Exactly. PC is like a different thing, you know, and like, you know, that quote from that dude, it's we're not getting every first party Sony game, and we're also not going to get them on PC the day they release on console.
Yeah, like if a
and
game
I
comes
think
out-
I think that is important. I think that is how it should go, just to kind of give someone a reason to buy a PlayStation, you know?
Like, I don't think God of War is going to be on a PC.
No.
Wish it was.
Me too, but I don't think it
Yeah.
ever will. That being said, I can't wait to play this on my PC with like my ultra wide
support, baby.
See what
Shut
that
up.
2080 can do with this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
Does your ultra wide have HDR?
No.
Because remember, this is the first HDR game I played.
Me too.
Time for me has not been kind to this game. I like it less and less.
The Frozen Wild stuff is pretty cool.
I do want to play that.
Well, it's included in this release.
Hey, isn't that beautiful? I do want to say shout out to Benny Kaufman in the chat, who says he's originally from Bayshore, New York,
Hey, what's up?
which is right down the block from us. Shout out to him.
There's one dude in the
okay.
chat today that has
Hol- Holst replaced Sean Layton.
Yes, thank you. It's hard to remember the inside baseball stuff, but thank you for the people in the chat who can do our job for us. All right. What's next, guys?
You want to talk about
Tony
got a
Hawk.
couple yeah, you want to talk about Tony Hawk?
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Let's do this.
This may come as a surprise to all you, but we really like Tony Hawk.
Yes, we really love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater more than anything.
And then this band on Facebook.
Yes, they tweeted this, or they posted this. Just licensed 5 new songs to Tony Hawk 2020 game. You'll be hearing that shit soon. So what? So that could
Isn't
be
the Activision deal over?
that could be just some I'm pretty sure it is, but
I'm gonna fact check right now.
yeah,
Hold on.
fact check that because I have some insider shit that I know, kind of, not really, but this could be a couple things. This could be some sort of confusion. This could be another mobile game. This could be some new Tony Hawk ride gimmick, or it could be the real deal. Tony Hawk has expressed interest, of course, in pursuing new things.
So in November 25th, 2019, on a podcast, professional skateboarder Lizzie Armanto confirmed that basically said that Tony Hawk's working on a new Pro Skater game,
Yeah.
which
So-
I didn't know.
Yes. that
That's
was a thing,
weird
too.
because Tony Hawk's gone on record saying that he's no longer working with Activision and that Activision owns the IP.
But then they edited the podcast on SoundCloud to take it down.
Yeah. There was also the mobile game that came out that was a Tony Hawk branded thing that had nothing to do with Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there might be some wiggle room. Here's what I have, I guess I could say this. Here's what I've heard. There is something, but it's early. So when I heard this 2020 thing, I thought that sounded I was like, whoa, okay. Because I literally only heard about like a rumbling of a thing happening 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
So
It makes sense, especially with how much people freak out over like a new skate or people freaking out when Session got announced. Like I think it was only a matter of time. I'm just curious as to how they pull it off without Activision. Like I just wonder how those rights work. Like they can't own his name, right?
I don't know, man, because
Yeah.
Ubisoft has the
Yeah.
rights to the Tom Clancy name.
True.
So
Tom Clancy's dead. You think he made The Division?
Very true.
So there's also I do want to point out that Tony Hawk himself is like really into this.
Yeah. No,
Like,
he wants
he's
it.
genuinely
Yeah.
into it. He has a good grip of what it did for his career and what it did for actual, like, he goes on record talking about not just his game, but the gaming industry at large. So he has a really good idea of like what he has done. And again, I do want to point out too, it's not like he just made the entire game himself. There's a lot more to it. But still, he's aware of the Tony Hawk brand in the video game world. So I don't think this is like a shock by any means. It's just a matter of all the kinks getting worked out with all the big corporations. But yeah, that's all I had heard, is that they are making a thing. But I didn't expect it to be 2020.
Yeah, me either. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being bullshit, but I also wouldn't be surprised if there is like a layer of truth to it.
There's like a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
I really hope if this is true, I really hope they do the music thing again, where they kind of expose a new generation of gamers to like really cool like punk, hardcore, hip hop.
We
and
listened to
stuff
some of
like
it
that.
this morning, and it sounded like it kind of fit.
With the band
Yeah.
that leaked
Oh,
the
I
thing?
didn't
Yeah.
listen. I don't know
Yeah, it
anything
sounds
about
like
that.
something that would fit in a modern Tony Hawk game. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just hip hop or ska.
It's not ska. That's what I'd say.
But it's like, it's like, all right, cool. So is that band telling the truth? Who knows?
They
Also,
haven't taken
Tony
it down
Hawk,
yet.
if you're listening, hire me to help put music in your game.
Yeah, Tony Hawk, if you're
Nothing
listening,
but Streetlight Manifesto songs.
Yeah.
just all of everything goes numb.
Remember that time I was in the same room as him and I breathed the same air as him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Remember that time when I could have met him, but I was 30 seconds late and he had already left the building?
Remember that time
Because
you
I
went to,
literally tripped.
remember what?
I fell down.
Really?
Yeah, I fell down and it hurt and it took me a second.
Remember when you went to the Boom Boom Huck Jam and watched Social Distortion
That
play?
was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yo, all right, can we talk about that for a second? Boom Boom Hawk Jam, guys, for some of you young people out there, was Tony Hawk on tour, the height of his career and Tony Hawk games. It was a big stadium tour where not only was Tony Hawk skateboarding on ramps, but
Was
all
Bam
of his
Margera
friends,
there?
Yep, Bam Margera was there. All of his friends from all the Tony Hawk games and extreme sports. Matt Hoffman was doing BMX bike flips. Carrie Hart was doing motocross backflips. While real bands.
Did Kelly Slater have a skateboard with? A surfboard with
Was
skateboard wheels
was Shaun
on?
White trying to take a snowboard on a half
No,
pipe?
he wasn't alive yet.
He was
real
probably
bands
in the
were playing.
crowd.
Jordan Painter in the chat, thank you for the super chat. He says, shout out to Skate and its janky physics. Yeah, shout out to Skate not being a thing anymore, but shout out to Session. I saw a lot of people crowding around the Session booth at PAX East. A lot of interest in that.
Game's hard.
It looks hard.
That game has to demo terribly at a show because it took
could
me like
imagine.
3 hours to learn how to play that game.
I could imagine. All right.
Shout out to video games. Yes, Elder.
Yes, I agree with that. Isme Hype says Anthony Hawkins, professional skater. I don't know why that's so funny. Stoned Poppy said, did you talk about the freaking Spawn trailer for Mortal Kombat? That came out over the weekend, right?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was like yesterday.
I don't know. I came into the
I think
office
it came out, like,
yesterday morning
Sunday.
and you were watching it.
Yeah.
I thought it was yesterday.
It's awesome. I watched it on my phone and I was kind of underwhelmed, but then I watched it full screen and I was able to see the nuance of
Yeah.
the moves. I was really into it. I also like the music. I like all the callbacks to the actual Spawn. The voice is perfect. The cape being there is a thing. The little different variations in the outfits, right? Like
A lot. There's like smooth sporn.
Sporn.
That's what it's called.
Sporn.
Smooth Spawn.
Todd McFarlane Sporn.
Sorry.
Smooth
Holy
Spawn.
shit.
Not so smooth Spawn. Then you got like him with like the bandolier and all the weapons and the guns, and they added they're adding a Cassie Cage Spawn skin
Which I appreciate.
that makes I forget her what's Lady Spawn's name.
Spawnette.
It's like
I don't
House
remember.
Spawn or something.
I don't remember. Spaghetti. Oh boy. Damo says Call of Duty Warzone is worth discussing. We talked about it earlier. If you're watching late, if you showed up here, we put this on a playlist after the archive version. Also, we're going to do it before you buy, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It just dropped, so we haven't really touched it yet. God, apparently there's a controversy. According to Minute Buzz, there's an Activision Warzone controversy. I don't know about that. Shit is happening very quickly. A Savant 1 says it's Jackie, not Cassie. Important distinction.
Jackie.
Jax's daughter, right?
Oh, I
Getting
thought it
them
was.
mixed up.
Cassie Cage
I thought it was a Cassie
is-
Cage skin. My bad. I saw it quick. I don't play
Oh, yeah.
Mortal Kombat. I wish I did.
love
Also,
that
yes, they do need to make a Def Jam Fight for New York remake. You are right.
Oh, the
Yes.
copy. Okay, apparently there's copyright strike stuff going on with
Oh.
Warzone. That's
all right.
annoying, especially when a game is launching. You want everybody to put videos out on it. Get your shit
You want
together.
people to know about it?
Yeah, simple things like that. Big Memer 49 keeps saying Watch Dogs Legion.
Watch Dogs. Someone keeps saying Watch Dogs,
I don't
Legion,
know of any-
IGN.
I'm not aware of any new news on it. At least not right this second. What do you guys want to jump into next? Do you want to jump into Hideo Kojima?
Want to
Hell
talk
yeah.
about Norman Reedus?
Yeah, what's
do
the
it.
deal? I don't know the news on this. Break it down for me, Daddy.
So he did an interview with let me look. It's one of those like like GQ does like the most searched things on the internet or something.
This is
Oh,
with Normo.
Wired.
This is with Normo, right?
Yeah, it's Wired.
Normo.
So
Norman Reedus.
yeah, while doing that, someone like one of the questions was like why Norman Reedus Death Stranding, like that was one of the things, and he talked about like his friendship. I can't talk. Talked about his friendship with Kojima and how they're in talks to do something beyond Death Stranding, so like do another project. And his direct quote from that is, "So we did Death Stranding, which was a huge hit, and we're in talks to do other stuff."
That's exciting.
Yes.
It's gotta be a spooky game, right?
Well, there were rumors about him, Kojima, making like a spooky game next, right?
Yes, there is. That's what everybody seems to assume. Although I think everybody is just straight up assuming that. Like, I don't think there's any solid, concrete evidence to go on. So if you are assuming that, please like bring your hype level down a little bit, just in case. I'm not saying, don't be excited.
Came up for the Norman Reedus
just in
match
case.
3 game.
Yeah. But that's it. He just went on to say that he,
Is
like
doing more
him and Kojima have talked about doing other things beyond Death Stranding.
So Kojima has went on record saying that he could do more Death Stranding, but it wouldn't be a sequel. It'd just be like
In the world of Death
they'd
Stranding.
explore that idea again in a different way, which would be weird. But I'd also see him being weird enough to just do it again with Norman Reedus again, but with a whole new concept.
Maybe.
Will a
I
big
think
company
it would
give
be.
him a bunch of money for that? I don't know.
It'd be cool if he does like the Tarantino thing, where he just kind of keeps working with the same actors.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
cool. I'd like to see more Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Really like that dude.
Imagine we get a brand new game, brand new concept, brand new idea, different genre, and it's, Del Toro's in it, Norman Reedus is in it, Mads Mikkelsen is in it, like the Mama, the Drive director, like they just get all these people back and just make another game, but like with that same cast. Like I think that would be really cool.
Tommy Earl Jenkins, specifically, who played Die Hardman, I think is like untapped, like this guy, that guy is amazing, and the fact that they like limited a lot of his really good scenes to the end of the game means that it bums me out because I don't think everybody's gonna see it. But that guy is amazing.
That man should be starring in movies.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He should have give him his own game.
Yeah.
I want to play a game called Die Hardman where you play as a guy named Die Hardman. Die Hardman Origins. Give me that, Kojima.
Die Hardman, die again.
Why am I shouting at you? I'm sorry.
But that was it. Nice, quick, nothing really to it. Just
That's Metal Gear Solid 5.
Well,
That's
Stone
not,
Poppy says confirm Norman in Smash Ultimate. That could be.
That'd be cool.
I'm pooping
not
right now.
Sam, but Norman.
Interestingly, I'm pooping right now says I don't want to keep playing as Norman Reedus.
He wants to play as the baby.
I agree. I wasn't like super crazy about him in
Yeah.
the game. I liked everything else a lot more.
I really liked the Metal Gear Solid 5 thing where it's like they got him to record all of his lines for the end of the game. So it's like a bunch of people talking at him and going,
Yeah.
huh.
I just think it would be cool if they worked with the same cast. Maybe, not playing as Norman Reedus every time, but him being in the game. Maybe play as Del Toro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Why not? Do you guys think this could be Silent Hill?
No way.
No?
I don't think Konami wants to make video games.
But
Even if they did, do you think that... I don't know,
They'd give it up?
Do you think
Do you think
Kojima
they'd
would
give
be-
it to
license
him?
it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because I don't know how, because Japanese culture and corporate culture is very different. So I have really no insight to what they would be thinking and how those things would go down at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to pretend to sit here and know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no.
I think we have too much of that sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything I'm just saying.
Oh, Bo, thank you for the super chat. Bo's
in the house.
Bo's in the house. He says, is Black Mesa worth it? Incoming before you buy? No, but... Well,
note to the before you buy, yes, it's worth it, I
Yes.
think. Whether you have played Half-Life and you want to re-experience it, and if you've just never experienced it, this is the perfect way to do so.
Not to repeat myself, but the archive version of this video will be in a playlist later on the main channel page, and there we go in depth with it at the first couple minutes of the show.
Yes, sir.
All
Check it out.
right.
I like it a lot.
Got Justin Pinter saying thoughts on Command & Conquer Remastered collection coming June 5th. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Into it, definitely. I think that's a game like an
You
RTS
guys
style
Command
game.
& Conquer guys?
Only a little
Never
bit.
played it.
I
Only
was.
a teeny bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna this is pretty good for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive into
It's been a
those.
long time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good. It's another thing where they could do a lot with it. Right now it was kind of reduced just to a mobile game, but if they're putting this out, maybe that means more in the future. I don't know. I would appreciate that. Let's see. I wanted to catch up with a couple of other super chats. Emmanuel Alejandro, thank you for that. He says, I'm curious if Ori or Neo 2 is on your backlog. Or I guess you mean games that we're games that we're looking forward to playing.
I'm looking forward to both of those games.
Earlier in the show, highly recommend Ori.
Before you buy coming later today, hopefully.
All right, let's see. Nick Bracci says in the chat says, any new Nintendo Direct news out there?
I'm assuming there was supposed to be one today,
There
but
was.
it was canceled.
That was a leak? What was that leak?
No, it was the week. There was so like the press release that came out for like the Lego Mario thing
Yes.
said like, oh, you may have seen it in today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, and then they pushed out a new one
Interesting.
that didn't say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, another super chat from Justin Pinter. Thank you, dude. Really
Thank you.
appreciate that. This show kind of lives on super chats. He says, thoughts on NFL ending their license exclusivity with EA for Madden. Apparently, 2K will have a new football game out by 2021. Yes, this is interesting news. This was exciting news to wake up to because for
End of
me,
an era.
as someone who is not really super
wanna see
sports game guy, I did have a lot of experience playing the 2K sports games. I really like the NFL 2K games. They were different from Madden, and then that wasn't a thing anymore. But for a while, there was 2 football games.
See the other thing they're doing?
So hang on, before I finish, I just want to finish this point. This is not, they're just going to be making football games. The wording of how this works out means that EA and Madden is still very much going to be a thing. 2K games are going to be able to explore the NFL in different ways. So let's get, okay, thank you.
I saw a thing that said they were working on a non-simulation game.
Yeah, we have, Ryan McCaffrey from IGN tweeted the responses to the, non-simulation football experiences. Think NFL Blitz, etc.
Everyone online just kind of seemed to run with the headline more than the
I
actual...
totally did. I'm totally guilty. I
Well,
was like, oh, fuck.
That's why I took it off the docket for today, because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, shit, like, this isn't what we thought. And,
Yeah.
like, it was, like, last minute, and I was like, oh, I deleted the story. So none of us even saw it
I thought
anymore.
it was funny. Jeff Grubb on Twitter was making a joke about, like, yo, what if they make a NFL auto chess game?
I wouldn't be
Get
surprised.
NFL Street again.
Make a MOBA of football. That's what 2K is going to do. I don't know. Thank you for your question, Owen. Also, thank you to the Great Canada live streams. Always good to have you here. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Big Memer 49 says, are you guys worried about COVID-19 and are you okay, guys? Thank you for your concern, but we're okay and we're healthy now.
We really only come into contact with each other.
Yeah.
I think if anything, I come into contact with more people now that I've started like leaving my house and going to the gym and stuff. But
Well,
Which
we
is
appreciate
a
you
breeding
asking.
ground.
We appreciate you
Yeah.
asking because I feel like more people need to just be cognizant of other people's health. And
you're just not supposed to touch your face.
David Pollard says 2K
Exactly.
should also sell WWE, and I said, yeah, probably.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
haven't been doing
Make
super
those
great
games
with
fun
it.
again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Revenge.
All right, let's see. What's up next?
Ooh, you guys want
Doom.
to talk about Doom stuff?
Yeah, Doom. So,
You want to talk about 64 customization?
First Doom dropped a
All the Doom.
customization trailer for Doom Eternal, which teased a bunch of different looks for your character. These are all going to be in-game earned stuff. Bethesda has come out and said that it doesn't impact the game or anything like that. You earn them in-game. Tom, you did get to see the traditional Doom Marine look is actually behind like a locked door in your Doom Fortress.
They also showed it right there.
Yeah, they show it. That's exciting. I think the unicorn thing is stupid. I don't know.
That's why they gave it to Twitch.
Yeah, I hate to be like that guy, but I'm like, this is my Doom. I'm
Yeah.
serious. I'm a Doom boy. But hey, cool, man. Whatever. It's fun. It's creative. It's goofy. You can ignore it, which I appreciate as well. Adams says Doom with the unicorn skin. Yeah. Doomicorn is how Slen182 says it. Is that how you call it?
I don't like that we're seeing his abs so much.
Oh yeah, the ab window. Bring it back, man. It's like the 90s again. I'm very happy. What was the other news to come out of Doom?
So with Doom, we're also getting Doom 64 is coming. Like it's getting re-released for
Yeah.
the first time. I think not on N64.
I believe it's a pre-order bonus, something like that.
Pre-order bonus, but you could also just buy it if
Cop
you want to
it.
buy it.
Yeah.
But they are adding a new chapter, new level that ties Doom 64 into Doom 2016.
Interesting.
We
Very,
don't have
very interesting.
too many details on it or how to get it or what it is, but
I'd like to see what that is. Like, go for it, guys. Why not?
I'm really happy that more people are going to be able to experience Doom 64.
yeah. I hope that it's something cool. Like I think we were talking about it earlier, Tom, where like it would be cool if that chapter ends with like some big scary demon like taking you and like shoving you in the box that you break out of in Doom 2016.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be really cool. Yeah, I would appreciate shit like that.
It's also crazy that they're remastering this and then adding a new level.
Yeah, why not?
What, 22 years later, it said?
Yeah,
I think, right? Yeah.
something like that.
That's just crazy, man. That's cool, though. I can't wait for Doom.
Yeah.
How sick is Doom?
It's great.
Doom rules.
I loved it. It was like one of my first violent games as a kid that I really enjoyed. I love killing.
Sorry, I'm battling a bunch of porn bots in chat.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Wait, what?
What's happening?
like a-
Andrew's like, what?
It's like a sex hydra. You chop off one head and like 3 more pop up.
Do you remember when
Strive 420 says the song for the last trailer totally didn't work, and I definitely agree.
Yeah,
I definitely agree. Let's cap it off with the Xbox news.
Hell yeah.
What's the Xbox news?
We are getting a big old stream next week.
A big old stream, huh?
It's more developer-centric, so this is what they were going to show at GDC.
Okay.
They're obviously
Which is canceled.
GDC is not happening anymore, so they're not showing it there anymore.
They
But
are doing it. Did you see the GDC stuff?
What do you mean?
They're doing a bunch of like pre-recorded talks and stuff that are going to be available for free.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what this is. This is what they were supposed to show off at GDC, and it's going to be them talking about Xbox Series X and more about xCloud. And just kind of going into detail more about that. We don't really know too much more. I don't think we're going to get like crazy Xbox Series X details. Like that would be saved for E3, but I do think they're going to talk a lot about xCloud and how it works
Well,
on
xCloud's in the
Series X
title of
and
the
other
thing, right?
Xboxes. What?
xCloud's in the title of the talk,
Yeah,
right?
so the title of it, there is a title of it, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
It should be in Discord where I dropped it. Hold on.
They're going to live stream a number of developer-focused keynotes, including one specifically about the Xbox Series X and Project xCloud. That's from The Verge. And all of these are coming on March 18th, so that's when you're going to be able to jump in and watch them. But, yeah, no. We also got a DirectX one as well. So all the stuff they had planned for GDC, they're still going to make available for the public and stuff. But, yeah, no, just more details about Series X. I'm more excited for xCloud. I'm like, I want to hear more about that.
Yeah.
You know,
It
we
worked.
tested out Halo on
Yeah.
I have the xCloud beta on my iPad, and it worked
Yeah. It's good.
great too. Yeah, it worked really well.
Do you think this is going to be a big thing? Is there rumblings that this is going to be like a big thing, or is this going to be more of a side thing?
It's going to be this thing right here.
because I had
It just seems to be more details about like the architecture and
Yeah.
the information, xCloud implementation.
Probably to get more specs.
because I had gotten like info about what Xbox had at GDC, like, hey, if you're coming, here's what we're gonna have when GDC was going, and it didn't seem like too much new stuff, like nothing like next gen. So
Yeah, like I said, I don't expect it to be anything, crazy. Dad,
Okay.
I'm doing a live show.
put your dad on, bring him on,
No.
put him on the show.
He's gonna ask me if we're still getting ramen.
Are you getting ramen with him?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get ramen.
Good. Don't bail on your dad.
Oh no, I'm
be
gonna
like
I'm
me.
gonna eat like 40 veggie buns. I can't wait.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of veggie buns,
Justin Pinterest, if we've seen Not for Retail, the video game store documentary. I haven't.
No,
yet, but I've
I
seen
do
a lot
want
of people.
to.
no, yeah, it's out. It's apparently good.
Yeah, it seems cool.
I'm not in it. Killer X991 says, how tall is Jake?
How tall are you? How tall am I?
5'10"?
You're not 5. Wait, are you 5'10"?
I'm 5'10".
Aren't you taller than Tom?
I think we're about the same.
How tall am I?
Not tall.
I don't know, like 5'6", 5'7".
Definitely no. You're not wrong.
I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry.
I think my license says 5'6", but my girlfriend's
call- I
license
called you
also
Gimli
says
the other day.
5'6", and she's like, "You did call me."
I'm sorry.
You
Did that
did-
hurt your feelings?
Shattered.
No, but first I was
meant
just
that like a
Shattered 9
compliment.
says text
Nah.
back your dad. Don't be rude.
do what?
He says text your dad back. Don't be rude.
Shoot him a text. Be like, Dad, I'll be with you in a minute. We got to wrap up the Game Ranks live show.
You know what? He can wait.
Whoa.
Yeah, he can wait.
Whoa, your dad birthed you. You
He
came
knows.
out
He
of your father.
knows the hours here. He knows when I work.
That's true.
He watches the live show. He's probably watching right now.
Shout out to Dad.
Shout out to my dad. We're gonna get ramen. Relax.
Where are you going?
Slurp. Is it my dad?
Your dad's calling me now. No, I'm getting a phone call from Bountiful, Utah. Apparently there's a town in Utah named Bountiful. Let's Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
So this is David from the pharmacy with you.
Oh, hi.
This is really bad.
Do you want medication, sir?
Do I want yes, which medication?
Why are we doing this?
Like like Viagra, Cialis, antibiotics, painkiller.
Oh my God, no. Thank you. Sorry. Bye. Who was that?
Good content.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Sorry, Tom. I tried to make good content. I can't do a good prank phone call voice, as you could tell.
Oh no!
I just lower my voice a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's like,
I go,
oh no!
Thank you guys for watching.
Sorry for that
Sorry
you
for
watched.
watching. We are here every Tuesday, 4 p.m. East Coast time, right?
Yep, you got it right.
Talking about
Congratulations.
games we played, news. The archive version of the show is always uploaded to youtube.com/GameRanksTV.
Jake actually outed his drug dealer.
That
Jake's
it sounds
abusing
like it.
painkillers.
Yeah. There are so many scammers that call your phone now. It's like awful. Anyway, I'm Jake Baldino. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jake Baldino.
I'm Andrew Gebbia. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew Gebbia.
And I'm Tom. You can find me at that Tom Johnson.
There will be a before you buy for Ori, Will and the Whips.
Will of the Whips.
Willem Dafoe's lips dropping later tonight.
Found to be lobster.
Then we will have Call of Duty Warzone stuff and Neo content over the weekend. Keep your eyes peeled. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to the chat for keeping the conversation going.
Yes,
Thank you to the super chat for keeping the lights on. We appreciate all of you. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
You gotta stop saying that. I told you.
Look how fat my arm looks.